A very good morning and a hearty salute to all dear parents and students from our dear principal, Professor Nilesh Mhatre sir, and all the other staff. I will send my child to the school, but if anything happens to my child, who will be responsible? This is the question which arises in the mind of every parent. And neither the staff, nor the management, nor the government has the answer to this question. Hence, how much feasible it will be to send the students to the school and how the students will come to the school is a very big question. Hence, keeping away from school and educating the children is possible only through online education. Online education can be important because 25% of the students have already migrated, 25% parents will not send their children to the school, and only 50% students might turn up in the school. Hence, instead of teaching only 50% of students, we can teach 95% students by using the online education method, since 95% parents have Android mobile. For giving online education, our school is not going to use Zoom app because we can give education using the Zoom app to the higher classes, 9th, 10th, or at the most we can say we can teach till 5th standard. 5th to 10th can be taught by using the Zoom app. But the lower classes, the nursery classes, beginning from nursery till 4th standard, using the Zoom app for teaching is not possible. Hence, we have decided to make use of WhatsApp for giving the online education. The WhatsApp numbers of all the parents will be added by the class teacher on the WhatsApp group. Class teacher will create the WhatsApp group. Timetable, classwork, homework, attendance, question papers, checked answer sheets, and all other information related to the child, related to the education of the child, will be given to the parents through the WhatsApp. In this way, in the online education method, every teacher will record the study material to be taught online. Every teacher will record the clip, compress the clip, and then edit the clip and put the clip on the WhatsApp group of every class. In this way, with the help of the recorded clip, we are going to give online education to our children. How to take online lectures? Every Saturday, the class teacher will send the weekly timetable or the monthly timetable on the WhatsApp group. According to the timetable, the recorded clips will be sent on the WhatsApp group. At that time, all the class teachers and the subject teachers will be online along with the students. In this way, without disturbance, the students can see all the clips of their respective classes. If electricity is not there, or in a family, if one mobile has to be shared between 2 or 3 children, or if the mobile is not available due to some problems, then these clips which are sent on the WhatsApp can be watched by the student whenever the mobile is available. But make sure the clips are seen by the student on the same day. Hence, in this way, no student will miss any portion. If the students have any problem they will ask the questions to the respective subject teachers on their personal WhatsApp group. Online format of the timetable followed for online education will have timing of the periods, number of periods, the subject taught and the topic taught. For giving attendance by the students, every student has to send message of in on the WhatsApp group half an hour before the lectures will begin. After the daily session is over, once again the students will send message end, END. In the beginning of the daily session, one message will be sent by every student, IN, along with their roll number. And after the session is over, once again the students will be sending their attendance by giving the word end, END. In this way, 2 times the student will be sending their attendance, and teacher will be sending, of course the class teacher will be sending the attendance report to the parents on the WhatsApp group. If any child is not active for the session of a particular day, or he is not interested, showing interest, the parents of course have to motivate their children to be online and remain active. Method for giving online homework or classwork. Every subject teacher will send their homework or classwork on the WhatsApp group on the same day, and the child has to complete the homework and send it back to the teacher on the same day by 8 p.m. Remember, the homework should be sent by the students to the respective subject teachers by 8 p.m. on the same day. The teachers will correct the homework and they will be giving you the reports. The reports for the homework used by the teachers will be in this way. If the homework is complete, teacher will give C. If the homework is not complete, if it is incomplete, the teacher will give I, capital I. Capital C for complete homework, capital I for incomplete homework. Revision method. Now parents, as all of you all know that due to this critical corona situation, the teachers are not available with the students. Hence, whatever matter is taught to the students, the parents now have to take attention of their work. They have to pay attention to the children and they have to take the revision of their children. The subjects should be revised by the parents so that the student does well in all the tests and the exams. It's a request from all of us to all the parents to take the revision of their children so that the children can fare better in the exams. Test method. Last period in the timetable will be given for the test. The class teacher will send the question paper on the WhatsApp group. All the instructions regarding the test will be given by the respective subject teacher on the WhatsApp group. Students and the parents have to listen to the instructions given by the subject teachers properly. Once the question paper comes on the group, the exam will start. Of course, the timing to start the exam will be told by the teachers. Once the exam starts, the parents have to do the supervision. When the children write the exam, the parents will do the work of supervision and they will see that no cheating is done. After the time is over, it will be the responsibility of the parents to take back the answer sheet from the child. Let the child complete the paper in the given time only. Extra time should not be given. After the exam is over or after the test is conducted, the teacher will be sending the checking method, answer sheet checking method. As per the answer sheet checking method sent by the subject teacher, the parents along with the student will check the answer paper. Please remember, while checking the answer paper, the cheating should not be done. Because if the cheating is done, the teacher will not understand the progress of the child. Hence, cheating should be avoided. It is for the good of the student. Doubts solving session. If the students have any doubts, as I have told already, the student can contact the respective subject teachers directly. Whatever doubts are there, whatever problems are there, they will send on the personal WhatsApp group of the subject teacher. Whenever the teacher is free, the teacher will send answers to their problems. Remember, no student will call the subject teacher, because once your subject lecture is over, the teacher may be busy with some other class. So do not call the teacher. Whatever doubts are there, send them on the personal WhatsApp group of the subject teacher. Right? The teacher will not receive your call because she will be busy with the other class. In this way, online education will be carried out. If the parents are happy with this method or they are satisfied with this method, then we can continue this method till the first term. We can continue the online education till the situation improves. Now, how to conduct exams? How to conduct the unit test? How to conduct the first semester exam? Students will have to come to school to give the exam of the first unit test and the first semester. Exams will be conducted in 2 sections. Students will be made to sit on the alternate benches. Leaving one bench, the student will be given the position. Taking into consideration the number of benches in every class, the number of batches of the students will be done, no matter how many days are required to finish the exam. After every session, the classroom will be sanitized so that the class remains clean and sanitized for the next session. When the students come in the school, they have to keep social distancing. Social distancing will be observed by the students. Students will use the sanitizer which will be kept outside the classroom. When the students go in the toilet, they will be using the hand wash which will be kept in the toilets. In this way, we can conduct the examination. We can conduct the first unit test and the first semester. Thus, students can give the exam in spite of the dangerous situation of corona, and they will not suffer any educational loss. But dear parents, the students can face one problem. Students will have to remain online for say approximately 3 to 4 hours per day. This may have an effect on the eyes of the students. Hence, I request the parents to use a bigger screen if it is possible financially. A screen bigger than the mobile can be a laptop, it can be a desktop, it can be a projector, it can be a smart TV. So parents can use a bigger screen so that along with the student, even the parents can watch all the lectures and they can take the revision of their children properly. Using a big screen is to be done only if it is possible. It's not compulsory. If it is possible for the parents, then they can use a bigger screen. Parents have a question in their mind about when the school will reopen. Let the school start anytime. Even if the government permits us to reopen the school, first we are going to take opinion of all our parents. Parents' opinion, opinion of our staff, and the decision of the management will be considered. And then the management will take the decision whether to reopen the school or not. There is no medicine on COVID-19. Students have low immunity. So how can they face this condition? If the students come to school, generally on one bench, 2 students or 3 students are made to sit. So, if only one bench has to be given to one student, how will it be possible to accommodate so many students? During assembly, or when the school starts, during assembly, during recess, after the school is over, there are chances that the students might come together. This cannot be avoided. So how the social distancing can be observed? Unfortunately, if any student is found to be corona positive, then how can we quarantine all the other students? The number of the students is big. How will it be possible to quarantine so many students? Will the corona test be conducted? Who will conduct the corona test? So instead, these are the questions which are coming in our mind. In Israel, the schools were started, but corona spread in the school and nearly 7,000 students had to be quarantined. All the staff also had to be quarantined. So who will be responsible for this situation? All these things have to be thought about. As long as we do not get any answers for these questions, we have to continue with the online education. We have to find a better and better solution to solve our problem. It is heard that another virus, apoplectic virus, is also found. This has been informed to us by the Australian scientist Michael Gregory. Hence, following the digital platform will only be the right decision, and following the online option, because the path which will be right, path which will be beneficial, that path has to be followed by us. The method which will be useful for students, beneficial for students, and safe for students has to be followed. So come, let's start this online journey. We all will choose always the best option in this journey. As students have fear of corona, even the teachers have the fear of catching corona. But the students should not face the educational loss. This is what is in the teacher's mind. The teachers are caring for the students, and in spite of the fear, they are coming to the school and they will be giving the online education. Staff is coming to school in spite of fear of corona, so that the students do not face any educational loss. Hence, dear parents, the salary of the staff has to be given on time. Hence, all the parents should pay the fees on time. Many parents have not paid the third installment still. And because of this, till today, it is not possible for us to give the salary of March to the teachers. But still the teachers are coming to the school and carrying out their responsibility. Still they have not got the salary, but even then for the students they are coming to the school, they are doing their work. So it is our responsibility to pay them on time. If fees is not paid on time, we will not be able to pay the teachers on time, and even the teachers may refuse to come to school for online education, and the online education may stop. To avoid this, I request all the parents, please pay your fees on time. Your balance of last year or last year and the current fees should be paid by the parents, so that our planning of online education will continue successfully and the teachers can be paid their salaries on time. Regarding the payment of the fees, the parents can pay the fees quarterly or monthly. If any parent is not able to pay the fees on the date given by the school, then the parent can always discuss their problem with the principal, and they can get the date of payment of fees extended. Parents who have not paid the last year's fees and also this year's fees, they may face problem. Some parents have the history of not paying the fees for years together. Parents, this is not good. Please pay your fees. A kind request to all the parents to pay your fees on time. So parents, with this, I would like to wish all of us best of luck for the online education program which we are going to start. Stay home, stay safe.